What's up, guys? Dcinemas here, bringing you another review. This time it's of Season 2 of the Daredevil. Now, you can probably tell by the way my eyes look, I'm fucking tired as shit. I mean, you probably can't tell, but they're red, and I'm extremely exhausted. Because I've been watching this season, trying to get through it all the way, and I finally got to finish it. Great shit. Great shit. The way I found out it was even out was I saw a post oh, Daredevil starts out interesting and then ends up disappointing. And then I'm like, the fuck? I went and checked and I watched the whole thing and I don't see the problem here. Spoilers for those who are new to this. Spoilers. Not gonna go through step by step of the entire show of season of what happened, but there will be spoilers. I absolutely love the Punisher. I was wondering, he's from Walking Dead. How am I gonna get that image out of my head? He's Punisher. He's fucking Punisher. Fuck, what's his face from Walking Dead? He's now Punisher. Punisher is fucking badass as shit. What I love is the first episode I was not expecting Daredevil to even meet up with Punisher so soon, and then at the very end of the episode you have a fight with him already. And then, you just have this whole back and forth, you know, like, I'm sure you saw the trailer, like, when you hit them, they get back up, when I hit them, they stay down, and blah, 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 and you learn more of the Punisher's backstory, like in episode 4, I believe, episode 3 or 4, yeah, it's 4, I think. They're at the graveyard, and he's choking up, you know, he's talking about his daughters, and, you know, his daughter, his son, and his wife, and blah, 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 and it was just such a good scene. The guy did a fantastic job, you know, showing the emotion and everything. Although the whole time I was also just looking at his throat go up and down, good, you know what I mean? But of course, still, that was only because I noticed it out of stupidity. But yeah, Punisher's fucking awesome. All the way to the end when he finally, he helps out the Punisher for a little bit. I mean, not Punisher, helps out Daredevil. And he has his shirt, his logo, and everything finally all set up. And I'm like, it's so hard to see because the episodes are always so dark. But it's like when you see it, it's like it's there, man. When he's in his getup, his long coat, and his skull, and everything is just badass as shit, you know. Then you have Daredevil, who's just as awesome as always. Although he's been making fucking mistakes left and right here. It's like, dude, work with your people. Fuck this Elektra bitch, which, by the way, Elektra's in this. But she's awesome, too. She's in this. But first on Murdoch. Bro, get your priorities straight. Like, okay, we get it. You know, you're a vigilante, but you gotta help your friends here. But, of course, at the end, he realizes, you know, I gotta cut all connections and blah, blah, blah. And so he tries that out. So he sticks with Elektra, who apparently was like the love of his life, you know, back in college days, and she kind of was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Very sadistic, wanted him to kill the guy who killed his father, which is completely understandable. But you just have this whole chemistry between him and Elektra, and it's a very well done chemistry, because she seduces him, but it's like seducing the viewer too, like. You know she's not right, but it's like you like her. You know what I mean? By the way, her accent too is fucking sexy as shit, man. It's like every time she talks, it's just the fuck. Anyway, yeah, and then plot twist, the fucking not the Yakuza. That was just a setup for their, you know, little background, I guess. The Hand show up. Styx is at war with them. They have this little blood thing going on where they're draining people, and they're putting in this resurrection box, and whoever's in it gets resurrected. So if you have a dead body, put it in there. Hello, you know, they come back up. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much in this season. Oh, and before I forget, the whole thing with Kingpin shows up again. We have Fisk back. Jesus, he's fucking intimidating as always. Like, dude, he goes into prison, he's like all set, like scared and shit. But then it's like once he has things running, bruh, dude, the guy, you don't mess with him. Like Murdoch was in there talking shit, and he's just getting his fucking head slammed on the table, no fucks. one punch did nothing to Fisk. He was just like, yeah, son of a boxer, I see, and fucking just choking him out. And then not to mention the whole scene with him and the Punisher when Punisher's in prison. Just the whole thing, dude. I don't even know. I can't collect my thoughts. I'm tired. Forgive me. I am out of my mind right now. I need to fucking crash. I need to sleep. But like, my review is just to give you my opinion. What did I think about this fucking season without giving all the details, which you should have watched anyway, so you know what I'm talking about. It is fantastic. I am looking forward to season 3. I want it now. Like, Jessica Jones was a lot of fun for what it was, but my problem with that show, because I never reviewed that one, is that you never really got to see Jessica Jones' powers. Whenever they showed her jump, they cut. And then when they finally showed her jump in the finale, for fuck's sake, it's the most lame jump ever. She just jumps and then it looks like she's about to fall, and then all of a sudden she's on the other side of the room. I'm sorry. Like, Jessica Jones is good, but they don't implement her powers right. They don't show her to her fullest ability. But Daredevil, he doesn't even have powers, but the deaf thing, I guess you can say, is kind of like a power. He has, like, superhuman hearing. But the choreography is done so fucking well. And if you guys remember, there's this hallway scene that's a one-shot take in season 1. They kind of do that again, but this time they add more to it. You have a hallway fight, and then they have a staircase fight, and it just keeps going, and it's just badass as shit. The choreography is so damn well done. I never was once out of the immersion. Okay? Like, to bring up another show, Arrow. Learn a thing or two. Okay, look, I like Flash. I like Arrow. I like Legends of Tomorrow. Cool shit. Arrow. Get your choreography like this. Dude, you guys do these lame-ass poses. You guys do impossible shit where it's like, hey, I'm fighting guys with guns and they're shooting and no one's hitting me. Daredevil makes sense when it comes to this shit. He hits them like Batman. He's in the dark, boom. He doesn't just show up in front of gunners and when they get shot at, it's like they miss or they don't ever shoot. You know, in this show, he hits at them like Batman. Gets them when they don't see him coming. And then when they do, he's able to hear that they're about to shoot, so he's able to move the gun out of the way. It makes more sense. But the choreography is what makes it feel real. And in Arrow, it's just not like that. But anyway, that's a whole separate fucking review at some point, I think. Daredevil on its own. Fucking fantastic. Okay? Fantastic from beginning to end. If you're one of those people who don't like interesting talks where it's just, it's all talking, there's not much. Look, there's awesome action in each episode, except for like a few. But even the talking is just so well written. Everything is well written, especially between the Punisher and Daredevil. The writing there is fantastic. It's great writing there. No complaints whatsoever. But the writing is just so dang. It's just done so well that I don't know what else to say. It's like I'm praising the whole thing. I mean, what else do I got to say about it? You know what I mean? Just watch it if you haven't. You should have already. It's a great show. The only thing I would say might have been a little disappointing to me is the final fight between him and Nobu. Which, for those who don't know, Nobu, the guy, the ninja from the first season who cut the living shit out of Daredevil before he had his actual suit, he's back from the dead because of that pod thing. And, you know, I don't mind the character being back or anything. What I mind is that the final fight, it was cool. It was still choreographed, all awesome and shit. It just felt like that wasn't the final fight I was looking forward to. I don't know. I was like, the whole thing with Fisk in the first season, badass as shit. I wanted that gave me an awesome fight between him and Fisk because of everything that was building up, everything you knew about that character, and etc. Here I was like, Nobu. I don't remember him even being that big of an integral part of the first season, and now he's just all of a sudden a big baddie in this one. So I felt like it was kind of a letdown that he's our main villain in this season, you know? I know it couldn't have been Punisher because Punisher and him were working things out, but for real though, I was like, out of all the characters, I'm sure you could have brought another villain that could have been better or something, but Nobu wasn't that bad. I'm not saying he was a terrible character. I'm just saying that final fight, I wish it was someone else. You know what I mean? I just wish it was someone else that was more meaningful to me. I don't know. But what he does to Elektra is great. Elektra dies, and I was like, oh, she dead. But then I was like, nah, they have the resurrection pod. There's no way Elektra's gonna stay dead throughout the show. There's no fucking way. And of course I was right. At the very end, the last thing you see is that her grave is dug up, and they have her in the pod, and they close her up. And without forgetting the main, one of the other parts of this finale, when Daredevil reveals to Karen that, hey, I'm the fucking Daredevil. I'm like, yeah, okay, good, because, dude, the whole alcoholic thing, the whole thing where you're like, yeah, I can't, this is not a good time and shit, like, dude, shut the fuck up, just show her. Just fucking show her. And seriously, like, how many times, how are you gonna play these games, man? And I'm just glad they finally got it over with. They finally did it, and I'm sure she'll be just as pissed in the third season like Foggy was. Which, that's nothing. Foggy was pretty good. There's not really a whole lot to mention about him, but when he's in the court cases and stuff like that, he talks mad shit, but does it very well. Gets everyone's attention. In the hospital scene where he's, like, talking to the two criminals, great shit. So Foggy was a great character too, just not as developed in this season as everyone else. Kinda. He did a great job in the court scene, court areas and laws, but the whole company. The company, he ran everything by himself because Murdoch was never around. So he had things to do. Karen did a whole bunch of investigating and all that shit. And Daredevil was doing his Daredevil things with Elektra and wondering, hey, should I go with that pussy or this pussy? And no need for a love triangle, which thank God they didn't go too far into the of a love triangle thing. But yeah, you know, this season's solid. I really have no problem with it. Besides the whole finale when it came to the main villain fight and all that. But again, the choreography is perfect. He gets a new weapon, which is one, if you're a comic book fan, you know, I mean, I don't read comic books too much, but if you know Daredevil, at least I know a bit about him, he has the fucking pole that extends and he can use it as, like, a grappling hook. I'm glad they didn't make him like, hey, I'm gonna grab that up there and then, shoo, like, goes up, you know what I mean? I was like, don't do that, not in the finale. That will, it's a prototype, for fuck's sake. Don't be Batman with a bat grapple, whatever, you know. But he uses it just to go down, which I can accept that. Just don't his weight and everything. I was like, going up. Okay, I know you're a comic book, but come on, man, you're still in the real world. Come on. It's like you don't got the money to make something like Batman has. Just, you know what I'm saying? Even though he got it from someone else, that guy don't got the fucking money for that unless he absolutely got the skills. But I'm just saying, because it's a prototype, don't go too far with the prototype. It was as cool as it needed to be. And it really was. It was badass. I liked how he used that weapon, how he threw Nobu over the fucking building like a badass. Like, I don't care if I kill you. Fuck you, bitch. You killed Elektra. I was like, thumbs up from me. And I felt like Punisher would have been doing the same thing. Like, you learned something. No, but seriously, though, go watch it. Go watch it. Enough of this review. It's already 14 minutes. I gotta go to sleep. Great fucking season. Can't wait for the next one. I hear there's going to be a Luke Cage series, a Punisher series. Second season of Jessica Jones is confirmed. Bring it the fuck on, man. Bring it the fuck on. Just don't stretch yourself too thin, Marvel. Don't stretch yourself too thin, because I feel like that's what happened with, like, Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. Flash is fantastic. I actually still think, I don't know if I like this season of Daredevil better or Flash better, but Flash is my favorite. Like, is one of my favorites, if not my most favorite superhero show going on right now. Flash is fucking awesome. But Arrow and Legend of Tomorrow, I feel like they kind of stretch themselves thin, and it's like, it's not as good, and Arrow's like declining for me, and but yeah, it's alright. Daredevil is fantastic though. Go watch. Anyway, I'm mumbling my words. I need to sleep. I need to rejuvenate my body. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys for the next one. Excuse me, where the fuck did that come from? How rude. Peace, guys. Have a good night.